Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Uh-huh. Whoa. Hmm. Ah. Ah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Ah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright. Yeah, slide. Okay. Oh. 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 Well, it's good to be back. Yes, yes, yes. I'll get to it later. Hello everybody. Yes, I'm still alive. After all that time. Good evening, or whatever the time it is for you, whenever you're watching this. Yes, thank you. I know I'm shit. I know they're getting removed. Where was I? Yes, apologies for not being really clear or communicating or uploading that much in the last few months. Long story short, real life has gotten in the way. But I digress. That's a story for another for another time or for my Twitter feed. Anyway, here's Operation Blood Orchid, the first real content update for the game since Velvet Shell actually in February. Operation Off does not count because it was mostly bug fixing, which didn't really arrive until now. But the less we talk about Operation Off, the better. Anyway, what is new in this update? Well, first of all, there's obviously the new operation. There's a new theme park map based in Hong Kong. There are 3 new operators, 2 from the Hong Kong CTU, whatever it was named, and 1 Polish GROM operator. Ying, Lesion, I'm gonna mispronounce the name completely wrong, and Ela. So before we hop into our terrorist hunt game, as a terrorist hunt because I'm not going to play ranked or casual when people are gonna be team killing each other tremendously during the first few, well, weeks of this game. Anyway, Ying is the new female Hong Kong attacker. Her gadget is the Candela charge. It's essentially a Fuze charge, except it uses flashbangs, which do not affect her. She can still be flashed by normal, regular flashbangs, but is completely immune to her own charges. They work really similar to fuses, but except she can also roll them out. Her primary is a T95 LMG and a drum mag shotgun. It's a pistol. And obviously, because I'm a season pass holder, because why not waste money, I also have the monsoon headgear and weapon or uniform for both the operators and WZ something for Ela. It is a pretty cool outfit, I gotta admit, compared to the normal one. Anyway, both Hong Kong operators are 2 speed 2 armor operators, and Ela is a 3 armor or 3 speed 1 armor. She's not that thick. She's not 3 armor. The next operator is Lesion. His special gadgets are these tiny goo mines or GU mines, which are completely invisible and damage rushing ash mains when they rush into the room. They deal 10 damage and 8 over time, and they have to be removed to obviously stop the damage. His primary is a silent version of Ying's shotgun, and SMG that really looks like a Groza. Also, it's a pistol. Also features the monsoon headgear. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And can also have navy-colored cargo shorts, which everyone on the internet seems to make fun of, and a toothpick. The other one is Ela. She's the first Polish operator in the game. Her gadget is a placeable version of Echo's drone. She has 4 charges and also one that she can use while downed as a last resort, concuss the enemy. Her loadout features a Scorpion Evo with a crazy high rate of fire, basically a bit of, well, implyingly low damage, but it's higher than the Vector, so take for what it's worth. Also 50 rounds in a mag. So I like this new UI, it's pretty nice. She also has a full automatic shotgun. I don't know if that's full, you can really spam this thing. And a pistol with the first ever red dot sight. Or reflex, but the details. Also features her own WZ89 headgear. Actually pretty nice. And the basically desert camo uniform. Looks a bit like a leopard print. Yes, she is thick. Now stop complaining about it. Unfortunately, the leak that presented her with blonde hair is not true. She still has green hair, but, well, we can still hope. The operation has just been released. Without any further ado, let's just hop into a terrorist hunt, and let's see what your operators do. To start us off, we have a terrorist in the classic mission on Chalet. So of course we're gonna pick Ying with her LMG, and breaching charges, which debunks the theory that she had claymores, which were already changed on the technical test server.
Eliminate all hostiles.
Yes, so Ying features 81 capacity LMG. A nice looking pistol. And of course, this thing. You can already see the glasses equipped. Oh, actually the iron stars aren't that bad. Essentially, her Candela charge can be used in basically 3 ways. It can just be tossed as a grenade. It can be held for up to 3 seconds to delay the counter and let her essentially roll it out. And absolutely blind the fuck out of any defense characters dumb enough to actually get flashed. You need to move. As you can see, the ammo is clearly not a problem for her, even though the rate of fire is quite low. Is there another one? Her cluster charge is also deployed like a fuse charge. It can also be delayed. That worked. Yeah, exactly like a Fuze charge would. What's really else to say really? The shotgun, as I've tested on the TTS, is actually not that bad, but I'm not much of a, not much of a automatic shotgun guy. I don't know, she's quite fun to play. You did not see that? Yeah, just her gadgets can easily be summed up as a multi-tool flashbang, which I admit is useful, although probably not as much as or not as unique as Jackal's or Mira's gadgets. But we can always have completely new, unique abilities. Maybe how like Hibana was essentially termite but ranged. Just as this is essentially a non-lethal version of Fuze. Let's finish off this mission and we'll get back, hopefully, to the next operator. Which is Lesion. As I said before, Ying is not immune to enemy flashbangs or teammate flashbangs, which I've unfortunately not been able to showcase because if there's one thing I can actually do in this game is avoid flashbangs. Like Counter-Strike, but that's a story for another day. One dig. And this will quickly turn into a rush fest and trying to find the enemy. Just seems to be the worst person in the world at doing unless they come running to me. Which thankfully they do. Yeah, as I was saying, sorry for the lack of uploads. In the last few months I've been really doing a lot of stuff IRL. But don't worry, another quality content so to say video is underway and should be available in less than 2 weeks. I know it takes a long time, but I think it's gonna be worth it. And now, let's hopefully move on to the next operator, Lesion. Alright. So finally managed to find a defense game. Well, let's start with Lesion. He is the new Hong Kong operator, deployable shields, airport grenades, and quite a nifty and really annoying at times gadget known as the GU mine. I'm not quite sure how it faces, and I'm not quite sure how it faces against like AI enemies, but as I've seen on the TTS, it is quite annoying against the real players. Essentially what you can do is throw out one trap, so to say, every 35 seconds, and one might wonder at the 7 total is a lot, and especially the fact that it's essentially invisible. I'd say that the delay in between charges is enough to like not make it really too spammable. I mean, to get the full 7, a round has to like go the full 4 minutes. Come on.
Op 4 had eyes on the hostage. Hostiles took down the hostage.
And as always, I'm not too good at paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing.
We revived the hostage.
No, but, I really feel that the Hong Kong operators are really fun to play, and I think they'll be great utility. I don't think they're gonna be like extremely top picks or must picks, but I cannot deny that they will most likely be used a lot. About the same extent as Capcan or Frost, which fill the same role.
Secure the area.
I was talking about Ela and Lesion, and not Ying. Ying is not a defender, unfortunately. Now, imagine how annoying that would be. A cluster charge on defense. That's one way to count attackers, I guess.
Hostile insertion. Prepare to engage.
Let's finish this off quickly. Or I could just, you know, end the mission and get to the next operator. Maybe later. I find this SMG really fun to use, even without a scope. It's got a really good rate of fire and pretty good handling. It doesn't really kick that much. It's reasonable damage, I'd say. Pretty easy to get headshots with. I can see this becoming a new favorite for all the Jaeger mains who lost their precious ACOGs. Well, the ACOG is not something the Lesion can provide. The gun is pretty dead accurate.
Hostiles eliminated.
Anyway, before this gets overly long, or more than it already is, let's just get this over with and get over to Ela. Nothing personal, kid.
Stabilized.
Also, I've heard a rumor that the traps can actually be activated. It can! Okay, that myth is confirmed. The GU mine can actually damage the hostage. So be careful where you place your traps, kids. Let's get over to Ela. Finally, the main girl, Ela. If only the ice cream truck would be also kind to not do this right now. This is driving off. Yes, Ela is the final new operator.
Secure the area.
Split up from the Polish season that was supposed to come out in place of this, when this was supposed to come out originally as the second season, but you know, Operation Health happened. And the Polish season got cancelled because Ubisoft needs money in the Asian markets, so South Korea could never, you know, be moved from the track. Anyway, Ela's gadget is the Grzmot mine. It means thunderclap in Polish. They're basically tiny placeable echo drones that can, one time, emit a small shockwave and concuss the enemy. It also lowers the sensitivity, which is a bit weird for some people. And in case you haven't noticed already, her SMG is pretty good.
You've been zeroed in by enemy overwatch. Fall back. Be advised, Op 4 has visual on hostage. Hostage down. Injured by hostage.
And there's the reflex-sighted pistol, which
Secure the hostage.
I'd say is pretty good, but
Keep them safe.
it is accurate. I can't quite comment on the damage, but it seems like it's in a supposedly good spot. Let's just put this in case they decide to jump down again. Yeah, they can stick to any surface, not only walls, so you gotta be quite clever about their trap placement, which I completely fucked up right now.
Insertion. Prepare to engage.
But if we try to grab this one, you may see that you might actually like stick it like to chairs and other items, which might make them a bit more, well, multi-purpose for hiding in like very cheeky spots. I can probably see like a lot of strats being used. Oh, that is a trap mine being triggered. Concussing the enemy for a few seconds and really messing with their sensitivity compared to the Echo drone, which I guess is a way to balance it out because it has way less charges. That is a Grzmot going off. Yeah, it is a pretty actually, I'd say it's a pretty useful tool. Nothing too revolutionary, but I think it serves a really useful purpose. It's really good at countering rushing attackers, which I suppose is really what these operators were like all about, like trying to counter the 3-speed rush meta. with our improvements like the new servers being rolled out to like counter all the lag glitching. And wherever the hell the last enemy is supposed to be. Did he just forget to spawn? Alright, I think I've given a pretty good rundown for the operation. I'm enjoying it so far. From what I've mostly played a few hours on the server. Well, I urge you all to like try it out for yourselves if you're not quite sure about it yet. This is for Season Pass owners. It's available right now, like the new operators for free. Non-Season Pass owners are gonna have to be waiting until the September 12th next week. And as always, have a good one. Don't forget to like and share this video with your grandma on Facebook if you're into that sort of stuff. And I'll see you in the next one, which will hopefully be a highly edited, well done, well made video. I'll see you guys next time.